Unscripted podcast.
This is the last episode of this podcast.
And this is going to be a reflection episode, so we're taking things a bit differently right now.
We were with you guys since the last 5 episodes. We discussed different aspects of cinema, starting with the screenwriter. You remember it, guys?
Yes.
It was a unique
With
episode.
Ahmed Nada,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
On the pre-production
Yeah.
phase of the filmmaking.
After that, we moved to Maita Al-Audi, which is a Marathi film director, and we learned from her unique aspects of making films.
Honestly,
as a
she
director.
was one of my favorites, especially because she was the only female on this episode, on
Yeah.
this podcast.
She was unique,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
And after that, we continued with Gianluca,
Yes.
the amazing producer.
He really was amazing.
Yeah, he was amazing, and I like in that episode how like he mentioned like the different aspects between like this region when producing films. After that, like with the other regions.
Yeah.
Especially
Europe
like the
stuff.
fact that not everyone, like most people think that a producer has to do only with budget.
Exactly.
So he corrected that, we can say,
Misunderstanding.
stereotype
Yes.
about
Yeah.
producers.
And after that, we continued with the DOP, Mr. Mark,
Yes.
and he gave us a unique aspects. Like especially, I like how he like say DOP. The great DOP is the great one who adjusts lighting.
Yeah.
So
And I
it's-
liked that he spoke about how he filmed projects in Europe and the UAE. So it was
Yeah, it was like
interesting. Like they're very different.
yeah, like sharing a wide experience. It was very unique.
And the cinematographer is, we can say, the most part of the production phase.
Yeah.
So that was actually very helpful
was
to
very nice.
listen to.
And after that, like the last episodes with
Osman Touda.
Tuda,
Yes.
exactly. Like his name is unique and like his aspects that he mentioned.
Yeah, I really like his character. It
Yeah.
really gives editor.
It was
Yeah.
definitely a very nice journey.
Yeah.
A very
Yeah.
long one.
Exactly, yeah.
Actually,
It's a-
we didn't introduce ourselves.
So let us introduce ourselves and mention how this podcast.
All started.
Yeah.
So it was a course in our university, and we are required to create a podcast, choose a topic to talk about, and we thought what better topic to choose than filmmaking, because we have 3 filmmaking students. I am not a filmmaking student, I'm an advertising student, but I was a big role also in this podcast. I created the branding, and they were the ones behind the production.
like
Yeah.
We're digital production.
post-production also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're digital production and storytelling students. Sorry for interrupting, Haifa.
And honestly, I'm kind of jealous now. I'm a senior and I wish I minored in DPST.
So that
guys.
was actually
It's not too late, yani. You
It's
can
not
take
too-
another course.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Production, yeah.
Actually, it was like special for us to like experience the podcast. This podcast was especially interesting for me, especially because we're filmmaking students. We experienced how podcast works, and it's a bit different than cinema and the short films we make in university. So that was really a nice
Yeah.
experience.
For me, it was like a part of the industry, and that I really wanted to discover, and really I did during this
And
podcast.
podcasts really do well on
Yeah, honestly, like
in our generation, like Anas Bukhash and
تخيل also.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was so nice.
yeah.
Like, and I like another podcast. It's unique. It's called Telfaza with Fadi Haddad. He's our professor here in
Oh,
uni.
very nice.
So like seeing different people like close to you or even like on YouTube like doing this podcast stuff, it builds on me like this motivation to try it, and it was really thriving.
You're right.
Especially talking about like cinema.
Cinema,
That's
exactly.
really interesting.
And I feel like there is a lot of people like they want to be part of this field, but they are scared about like there is the misunderstanding in our region specifically about what is filmmaking, what is
Yeah.
each role in the filmmaking, and this was one of the goals behind this podcast, is trying to reach these target audience who are not aware about this industry and let them know and have like the answers of all the questions that they came in their mind. And this is one of the strategy that we used in writing the episodes, interviews, the questions. It's like thinking about what's the audience want to know.
Exactly, especially our generation,
Yeah,
because we have
exactly.
very little attention span. So we wanted something that would also make us more inspired and more motivated. And I think it worked. But we definitely went through a lot of challenges. Would you like to talk about them?
Okay.
So since we're unscripted, we'll keep it open.
I'll pass
Starting
it to
with
Khaled.
yeah, okay. So one of the challenge was like planning each episode. Specifically, like we are students, so
Mhm.
having like 5 courses with this course, and like finding like a good guest. I don't want like to say a good or bad guest, but I guess that will serve the goal of the podcast.
100%.
So this was one of the challenge, like finding those people, and find that they are available in the days. Specifically, like doing the schedule was a hard a bit because like each one is working in the industry, and the industry itself doesn't have like a limited time. You know, we don't know when they are filming, when they are editing. So you know,
Exactly.
it depends about the project. So
And this is the season for
yeah, specifically this
filmmaking,
period,
yeah.
like specifically like
with
yearly-
Christmas and
Yeah,
a lot of
Exactly.
events.
yeah, and even like we went through the national day also.
Yeah.
So they were working on it. So this was one of the challenge. Another challenge with you, what do you think?
So the fact that we are filmmaking students helped us a lot in creating this amazing podcast. So we have like a background about cinematography, lights, sound. So that made like our journey a bit easy, we can say. But for the challenges, I would say it was, as Khalid said, finding someone who is well experienced. That's not a challenge actually, because nowadays we can easily find like a good producer, for example, a good director. So especially in the UAE. But we wanted someone who can give us the basic background about everything, so anyone can listen to a specific episode can get a basic
knowledge.
background or knowledge about a specific role. And we wanted to break some stereotypes, as we said.
And we
What
wanted
else?
to break down the topics in a way that will let our audience feel more motivated, because
Exactly. This is
because
it.
if it's I'm sorry.
Yeah, like it happens.
Yeah.
If it's like went in the wrong side.
Yeah,
it
or if
won't-
we used big words,
Yeah.
for example, it would be understood wrong,
Yeah.
or
And I
people
like-
would be demotivated.
I like how we are like each one of us in his episode, like when he was the interviewer, like we were like targeting the guest, like to mention the terms in a way and like explaining them.
Yeah, it was easy
So-
to digest it, like
yeah,
understand
exactly.
it. Yeah.
This was super unique.
I want to
Um,
talk about one of our weaknesses, or not weaknesses, but a struggle that we went
Yeah,
through.
okay. That,
Of course, team collaboration.
Yeah.
This is something I wanted to mention. We are an amazing team. However, of course, just like any other group, we did go through some struggles.
Fights.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about that.
No, but because
this part may, if it's,
This is-
it's unscripted,
this
we
is
cannot
actually-
tell.
yes, we need to be honest a bit.
Yeah,
We
need
are a
to-
good team,
Yeah.
but we can always make it better. We can always improve
Yeah, exactly.
with communication.
And I think we can relate it to the cinema world
Yes,
and productions.
yes.
Yeah.
This is major in productions. Like
Yes.
you would have fights with everyone on set. So
But you need to always keep this bond strong. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think we
We
mastered that.
yeah, because
Yeah.
everyone like needs to do their role. So that plays like a part.
And
Like
of
I
course-
want
Yeah.
my thing to be perfect, and you want your thing to be perfect.
Like your thing and my thing, they are connected at the end.
Exactly.
Exactly.
As we said, actually, the cinematographer. شو كان اسمه؟
Cinematographer,
Yeah.
Mark.
Mark. Actually, the cinematographer, he mentioned that all roles or all positions in a set, they create what the final result. Like one cinematographer can't work by himself, for example, or herself. So every role would create the perfect and polished thing that you see on screen.
Yeah, this shows us that we all need each other in the
Yeah.
end. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's really unique, like your feedback about the podcast.
Yeah.
And there is a question that came in mind now.
Sure.
Like, which episode was like the one that you really liked?
I actually had something related to that question. I wanted to ask Haifa.
Yeah.
After all these episodes, actually, after you answer Khalid's question, you can mention like what would you do if you were like a filmmaking student, a filmmaker, whatever. What would you like to do, like if you had the chance to get into the filmmaking field? What you like the most?
Unique question. I like it.
Okay, this needs a bit of thinking. I honestly truly did learn a lot. The most guest that stood out for me was Maitha. She was the only female on this podcast. So, and she mentioned some of the struggles of being a female director. Honestly, her story was really inspiring, and I felt like she was a boss. I can't explain it. Yeah, she had control, but of course she was very humble. And
Yeah, exactly.
She
Yeah,
is.
and she listened to everyone else's opinion and suggestions. I think that I really like editing. Yeah,
Unique.
Arthman
Actually.
Tuda, he motivated, not motivated, inspired me almost.
Yeah.
I felt like his job is cool. He has a very interesting role.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like the final result of production.
I also
Exactly.
like editing.
It's what really goes out. It's a struggle, but if you're passionate, like he said,
You can make it, yeah.
yeah. I feel like this
So-
is what's very nice about filmmaking. Like I don't know, it's like the final
That's
outcome
really
that
nice to
everyone
hear,
sees.
actually.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
So one more question.
of course.
If you had the chance to have one more episode, so who wants to have?
One more episode. Okay, as an advertising student,
Yeah.
Again.
yes, I would like to see a filmmaker specifically in advertising. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would like to see,
That's
or
nice.
like a scriptwriter in advertising, the one that creates all the commercials, the famous,
Yeah.
because advertising is also a very big.
It's an industry,
It's
yeah, but an
yeah,
industry, I
and
get
it's
it.
all over the world,
Yeah.
and you can't get anywhere without it. So I would like to see how these people differ
Working,
from
yeah.
cinematic.
So, a quick question. If the people who are watching now, they are the next student who will take this course, what your advice is, guys?
I think you should start with the answer.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
My advice is, if you are passionate about what the subject is, design it in a way that serves the target audience. This is the first advice. The second advice, choose the team like that each one of them like has this unique aspect. Like find people similar to you but have different skills than you. So you can balance these both aspects. And the last one, and it's my favorite يعني, advice, shoot all of the episodes in 2 weekends. This will help you guys to have more time during the semester to edit them, or you have like the chance to reschedule like another shooting or reshooting. So this is my advices. So now stage is yours, guys.
My
Ladies.
advice is to watch our podcast. Maybe that they have come to this episode, then they've watched all the podcasts. So my advice is,
If you want, I can take over.
yeah, please.
I think it's really important you choose a topic you truly enjoy and you are
Exactly,
passionate
yeah.
about, and something that you will also learn from, because we all learned, even though you guys are DPST students.
Yeah, I agree.
I believe that you guys learned so much from listening to professional industry people.
like, and even building connections, honestly.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
That's true, and I love the advice that every guest gave at the end for us students. So if you're a student, this podcast
This is
would
for
be
you.
amazing for you.
This
Yes,
is the shortcut to your like job position in the future.
100%. Also, another advice I would give is stay very organized. Do your to-do lists. Have your sheets. Plan out everything, and then of course make it flexible enough to edit out, because it all depends on the guest. However, being organized is definitely something I would always choose to do.
Guys,
It's
planning is everything.
Yes.
Planning
Yeah.
is everything. This is the key. If you want to
There-
come on set,
Yeah.
I would say planning would be like more than 60% of the
100%.
journey that or the process.
Planning and
So-
communication.
Exactly,
Exactly.
planning.
Yeah.
Communication comes in planning.
Yeah.
Exactly. And there is important advice. When you are listing your guests, have plan A, plan B, plan C, because you don't like predict what will happen like during the month, the next month, the month after, because it's really very hard. Like in our experience, we used like plan A, and sometimes like plan B, and one time plan C. So it happens, yani.
This is for guests.
Don't stress, feel it and really enjoy it, yani.
Yes.
If you enjoy it, believe me, like you will do amazing, guys, and you will get the A as we, yani, inshallah.
Technicalities are also important.
100%. Yeah.
So the last question that
Go ahead.
all of us we need to answer.
Yes.
What is the future of Unscripted?
Oh, that's a very interesting question.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, through the three phases of filmmaking that we talked about through this podcast, the pre-production, production, and post-production again, we didn't really cover the old roles that would be in the filmmaking. There are like hundreds of roles. For example, we didn't invite a sound engineer. Maybe we would do in the future.
Yeah.
We should
So-
definitely continue this
Yeah,
after.
we
We need to
Sure.
surprise them. Hopefully, this is not our last episodes. After we graduating, we are planning to continue this podcast.
But make it bigger and better.
Exactly.
Yes.
And we will try to afford sponsors, Class A guests, and everything that we can do to make this podcast helpful to you guys.
It's gonna be a bigger production.
Exactly.
So this was unscripted. It's not the end. It's just the beginning.
Exactly.
And because it's unscripted, thank you guys. Thank you
Thank you
for
so much,
each of us.
guys.
And thank you, Professor Huda, to give us this chance.